10:21. This is Amama on the McMaster News Network. Let's take it down to Alakshiya, our weather specialist.
Hey Amama, let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. It's negative 20 degrees outside. Button up and stay warm because it's going to be a windy one. Ladies and gentlemen, bundle up if you're going outside. And kids, just stay home. Oh wait a second. I'm getting something. I'll check back with you in just a few hours, Amama.
Let's go back and check in on Alakshiya. How's the weather down there? Oh, where are you right now?
Amama, this is so interesting. I'm in Manitoba right now and it's so nice over here. It's 20 degrees out here. Can you believe that? I could honestly go to the beach in this weather.
It's interesting that you brought that up because our today's news show covers climate change in context of human health. This just in, American-born ticks are coming into Canada. 13 new cases have been identified in Ontario. Brace yourselves. Climate change is here. It's not going away. It's just getting worse. Let's tune in now with Alakshiya.
Oh my god. Sis, there's so many mosquitoes out there. It's just January right now.
Well, sis, you be careful out there. There's many vector-borne diseases that are spreading everywhere due to climate change.
Climate change. It's not just the environment that's affected, it's also human health. These black-leg ticks surrounding me here weren't even prevalent in southern Canada until recently.
Are you okay? Be careful not to get stung.
Seriously, it's unbelievable. You can't even step outside anymore without having to worry about being stung by one of these ticks. What kind of life is this?
Well, sis, that is the consequence of global warming. Well, we have some time. Why don't you tell us how these ticks are spread through disease?
Okay, sure. These ticks were predominantly present in Southern and Central America, but as the climate has increased over the past century, they've escalated in presence and have migrated north following warmer temperatures. By 2080, researchers predict that these ticks will see a 213% increase in habitat in Canada.
Wow, that means that a lot more infections to come. Is it the ticks that are causing the disease?
Well, here's the case. These ticks need blood to survive. Since the day they hatch, they go feeding off multiple organisms to get blood. Usually, the first host they bite are the white-legged mice. In turn, these mice may be affected by the bacteria Borrelia burgdorferi, which causes Lyme disease.
Oh, I see where you're going. So these ticks, once infected with bacteria from the mice, then transmit the bacteria to humans and cause Lyme disease?
Exactly. It's unbelievable. And the worst part is that there aren't any cures, even though we're going to see so much of them now and in the future.
No cures?
Not one. Not even one. Usually doctors just give antibiotics, but for some people that doesn't even work. Then you just live with chronic Lyme disease. Pretty much a lifelong cause of rashes, fevers, headaches, and fatigue. Oh my gosh! I see a tick!
For you as an individual, to avoid getting bitten by ticks, you should wear long, light-colored clothing when you go outdoors, especially at times when mosquitoes are active. After the latest Australian fires, new observations have come forth regarding the increasing mortality rates associated with heat stress. In this segment, we will cover some of the physiological and mental health consequences of increasing global temperatures. Let's have a closer look.
In the last century, we have seen a rise of 0.9 degrees Celsius in global mean temperatures, which has resulted in a significant increase in frequency and severity of heat waves. Some of the physical consequences of this increase in temperature include mortality from the exacerbations of chronic illnesses and mortality due to the heat exhaustion and heat stroke. From 2000 to 2016, the number of individuals exposed to heat waves has increased by 125 million. Historically speaking, extreme heat has contributed to significant excess mortality. In 2003, 70,000 people died in Europe due to a 3-month heat wave event. In 2010, 56,000 excess deaths resulted from a 44-day heat wave in Russia. There have been prolonged heat wave events in recent times, as well as in countries such as India and Pakistan, and the impacts of these events can further be implicated by climate change. Heat events are usually associated with the worsening of chronic conditions or heat strokes. A heat stroke is commonly known as a body temperature above 40 degrees Celsius, hot, dry skin, and abnormalities in the central nervous system. A heat stroke is a form of hypothermia associated with a systemic inflammatory response leading to multi-organ dysfunction. In addition, suicide rates increase with temperature, and hence, climate change has the potential to increase the incidence of depression and other mental illnesses. Dementia serves as a risk factor for death and hospitalization during heat waves. To add on, medications can interfere with temperature regulation, causing other indirect health consequences as well.
Soon, we may experience one of the first epidemics due to global warming in the form of something known as heat-stress nephropathy. Let's have a closer look at this.
A study of a recent chronic kidney disease epidemic has identified increasing cases of this condition of unknown etiology. This has been linked with recurrent dehydration and heat stress. It is proposed that this disease may be a type of heat stress nephropathy and could be an example of a disease exacerbated by global warming. Unfortunately, surveillance and monitoring of this disease is limited as it affects vulnerable populations. There have been epidemics of heat stress nephropathy globally, encompassing regions of South Asia, North and South America, Africa, and the Middle East.
Early warning systems for heat waves are in operation within many countries, including some in Asia, and these can be coupled to concrete action plans with activities throughout many different sectors within a society. During periods of excessive heat, you can go to the nearest cooling centers, such as shopping centers and libraries. What this means is that not only is it possible for global warming to accelerate disease, but it could be associated with many diseases unknown to us right now. This is not just global warming, it is in fact a global warning.